Introduction to OOPS and C++ self-assessment round 2. And number 4. These are the questions you need to answer. What is copy constructor? Difference between virtual function and pure virtual function, and dangling, void, null, and wild pointers. Okay. First question. What is copy constructor? Copy constructor is a constructor which will be derived or created from the default constructor or another constructor to initialize another object of same variable or same properties. Like constructor is a copy constructor, as name indicates, it will copy all the values, variables or properties of the previous constructor, and it will be used to create multiple objects of the same type. Okay. For suppose if we have one player in the level 1, we have to fight with two players in the level 2. So the players' characteristics, how they fight, how they walk, everything will be same. So in the level 2, this will be helpful to create another object of same type by using copy constructor. Okay, this is the definition. Explain difference between virtual function and pure virtual function. Virtual function is a function which will be derived in the base class and defined in the base class and redefined in the derived class. Okay, there will be some definition in the base class as well, but based on the object, uh, based on the object type, it is calling the function. So based on the object type, it will derive the derived function of the subclass. Okay. Mm, if we subclass, if it is player is a base class, player 1, player 2 is a subclasses. If we are calling with the player 2 references, then we will be derived, the function will be called and implemented, which is derived in the player 2 class itself, not from the player base class. Okay, this is a virtual function, how it works. Pure virtual function is the same virtual function, but it has no definition. It will be assigned to 0. Okay, there is no implementation in the base class. So to use this function, derivative class must have it is definition or implementation. Okay, it is a virtual function. If derived class don't have another implementation, it might be called from the base class. But for pure virtual function, derived class must have its own implementation. Okay, this is the major difference between pure virtual and virtual. Okay, virtual function will be defined in the base class and redefined in the derived class or subclass. Okay, virtual functions is like this, and pure virtual functions will not have any definition. Okay, it will be assigned to 0 or completely empty function. Okay, for this, derived class must have its own implementation to call this function. Okay, pure virtual function which has pure virtual function, it will be called pure virtual or virtual function. It will be called abstract. It is completely pure virtual function. It will be called as a interface. Okay, we don't create objects from abstract cell interfaces. Okay, what is dangling, void, null, wild pointers? Okay, one by one. Dangling pointer is a pointer mm, which memory location has been free. For suppose we create an object and we assign, when we create an object, it will be assigned to some value. Okay, some address or which points to some variable or object. Okay, each pointer will hold the address of the variable or object. Okay, in dangling pointer, if we create a p pointer with a player 1 object. Okay, then player 1 object is deleted. The remaining p pointer will be called as dangling pointer because the allocated address has been removed. It is the memory allocated to the pointer has been removed. Sorry, allocated to the object has been removed. It has some address on a pointer, but the location does not have any value. Okay, void pointer is a void is a type of data. Okay, in void pointer there is no specific type of data will be there. If it is if we assign character value to the void pointer, it will become character pointer. If you assign a int value to the void pointer, it will become int pointer. Void pointer is that there is no specific type of data will be points by the pointer. It might be anything. Okay. Null pointer is the pointer which has no derived address. Like it points to zero. It points to nothing. It starts. It might be starting of the memory, or it might be all zero. Okay. Null pointer points to nothing. It will be useful when we have to point when we have to initialize a pointer without assigning any value. Like we are first we can create a pointer, and then later we can use that pointer to initialize something. Okay, we have to derive we have to create a pointer without assigning any value. It is a called null pointer. Wild pointers is a pointer derived which is not assigned to anything. It's not been null as well. We are just created a pointer, and it might have some garbage value, some data address. The address might be valid or not valid. If we don't assign any variable address or any object address to that, just we derived a pointer, we created a pointer like mm, int asterisk p for suppose. Um, that pointer is not assigned to any like int asterisk t is equal to ampersand of x. Like we are not assign like that. We don't assign any address of the variable, and we don't assign to zero as well. The it might have some address in that pointer, but it might be garbage value. It might be not a valid address as well. Okay, the pointer just created will have some garbage value that called as value pointer, which is not assigned to anything. Okay, thank you. I hope I answered all three questions the best possible way. Thank you, one and all. The video is extended, but it has multiple definitions. Thank you.